All right, now to our forecast. We've been watching the rain move through the area, kind of still sticking with us, I believe.
Yeah, gross commute, Brad.
Yeah, it's not great out there, and it's cold, guys. That's the one thing I think I will shock you when you head out the door. We only got into the mid and upper 60s today, but with the rain arriving, temperatures falling about 10 to 15 degrees, in some cases almost 20 degrees. You see the rain falling from our downtown Monroe camera, our Mr. Sparky camera network. That continues, the downpours down in Union County, but the back edge almost into Gaston County. It's going to rain for a little bit longer, so we've only seen one cloud to ground lightning strike. So these really aren't thunderstorms. It's just a good old-fashioned heavy rain that's moving across the area. This will continue to march off to the east. Not much wind, no hail, no issues with that. So we're not looking at severe weather with that first batch. The second batch trying to develop back here into Tennessee. You can see it kind of coming together as a bigger area of thunderstorms. Now this is going to weaken as it pushes east because it'll be crossing over cold air again and moving into the Piedmont closer to midnight or so. By that time it will be even colder than it is now. So we're not expecting this to stay strong, but it could still sustain itself to produce some cloud to ground lightning as it moves in. And this kind of setup, these elevated thunderstorms, super loud thunder when you get lightning out of these type of systems. Look at that cold air. I mean, that tells you how cold it is aloft. As soon as the rain falls, the temperature drops into the low and mid 50s. So grab that jacket. Ahead of it, we saw some 60s and 70s. And so we will see that second batch sometime between 10 p.m. and midnight, not expecting it to be severe. Now tomorrow, as we go into the morning, it looks like an uptick in rain. I don't doubt we'll see much. It'll probably be drizzle or mist in the morning. But as we go through the overnight, expect upper 40s and low 50s. So a cold night tonight. Why aren't we seeing a lot of strong storms? Pretty much we just don't have fuel for them. It's been cold, cloudy. I mean, temperatures only in the 50s. You're not going to get severe weather with that. Tomorrow, though, with the heating of the day, we could see some thunderstorms develop, especially east of I-77 towards the coast, and that will likely be a much higher risk of seeing at least a strong storm or two. But even that, the chances overall are less than 5%. Here's that next batch coming in around midnight, maybe 12 p.m., right around our 11 o'clock news. We'll likely have another cluster. But overnight, this is why I think for the most part will be dry, maybe some mist or drizzle. But with the sunshine tomorrow, again, this will be a much higher risk of seeing a strong storm. And even that means really isolated in nature, but nothing like we're seeing off to the west right now with some stronger storms in parts of Tennessee into northern Georgia. Here's the temperatures tomorrow, 40s in the mountains, 50s and 60s, so not exactly a warm Friday or end of the week. And we are going to see a little bit of snow in the mountains because that cold air aloft will produce snow above 4,000 feet, likely closer to 5,000 feet. So Beach, Sugar Mountain, those areas, Roan Mountain could see a little bit of snow when we wake up on Friday, or I should say Saturday morning. Now the pollen forecast a little better because of the rain and cooler temperatures. Oak and sycamore still up there, but the pine will start to increase again this weekend with the pollen as we get closer to those sunnier, drier days in your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Notice temperatures warming up into the mid and upper 60s by Sunday, 85 on Monday. Let's go 10 days into the future. Spring break next week as we go into Easter weekend. Look at those temperatures. That's about perfect for April, mid 70s and sunshine.
Looks great. All right. Thank you, Brad. And don't forget, folks, one of the best ways to track those showers moving through the area is with the WCNC Charlotte News app, because we do have that live radar there. And you also get team updates directly from our meteorologists.